boys and girls, it's Miss Ava from Flowing Girl Kids Yoga, and today we have a very special lesson plan on the sun salutation. So all you need for today is your mat, a positive attitude, and if you have a small stuffy like mine that can fit on your belly, we're going to relax at the end and use them. But if you don't have one nearby, that's okay, you can do it without it. So the first thing I want to do is get everybody nice and centered. So I have my chime here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to ring my chime. I want everyone just to sit in their easy seat or crisscross applesauce. And when you don't hear any more sound, I want you to lift one foot in the air, just like me. Ready? Let's listen. What a great job. I see a lot of feet. All right, now let's do it one more time. And this time, lift the other foot in the air once you don't hear anything. Ready? Nice work. You did a great job listening. So, the first thing I want to do is some breathing with you. So today I'm going to teach you belly breathing. So in order to belly breathe, we're going to take our hands and place them on our bellies. When we breathe in, I want you to pretend that you are blowing up a balloon. You should see your balloon expand, or in this case, your belly. You're going to hold your breath for 2 seconds. And when you release your breath, you're going to feel your belly deflate like a balloon, almost as if it was popping and getting really small. Ready? Let's try to do 3 of them. Let's do the first one. Second one. And your third one. Good job. So you can do that breath whenever you want, especially if you're feeling really stressed or worried. It really helps me calm down, and I know it's a good one to do. So has anybody ever done a sun salutation? Do you know what it is? Think about that for a second. A lot of us might have not done this before, and that's okay too. A sun salutation is usually something that we do in yoga during the warm-up. And it's a lot of poses that we do in a row. And sometimes we can do them really slow for relaxation. Or sometimes we do them really fast and it gets our bodies really ready to do the rest of the poses for the day. So in our sun salutation, we have a set of 11 poses that I'm going to teach you. And I'm going to show you pictures. And if you look behind me, I have a poster of them all in the order. It's like a little clock. So I'm going to show you the poses, and then we're going to try them and do the sun salutation. Our first pose is mountain pose. And we're just standing steady. Our second pose is mountain with our arms up in the air. Our third pose is a forward fold. That's when we fold our bodies down to the ground. Our fourth pose is a flat back position. Our fifth pose is a tabletop. Our sixth pose is child's pose. That's a really good one for relaxing. Our seventh pose is Cobra pose. Our eighth is upward dog. Our ninth is downward dog. Our 10th is forward fold again. Now we're getting ready to stand up. And our 11th is where we started in mountain pose. All right, so before we go through all that, we need to warm up our bodies. So what I want to do today is cat, cow, tabletop, and child's pose. And we're going to be doing some of those in the sun salutation. So I'm going to face the side so you can see me. And I'm going to move this down. And what I want everyone to do is I want you to go on your hands and knees, just like this. And your wrists should be in line with your shoulders, and your knees should be in line with your hips. And this is tabletop position. And if we push our bellies down and our tailbone to the sky, we are curving our back, we become in cow position. And we can do a little moo here. Moo. And if we come from here and curl our back up and push our belly to the sky, we're in cat position. Meow. You can meow if you want. Now if we push our belly back down to neutral, we're in tabletop, almost as if you could balance your favorite drink or food on your back. Now from here, if we push our hips back and lengthen our arms out, we're in child's pose. This is a really good one to relax. And if this is uncomfortable, you can take your arms and make a pillow for yourself. Good work. Let's do that all 2 more times. Let's go on our hands and knees. Let's push our belly down and tailbone to the sky. Moo. Cow pose. And let's curl our belly up and become a cat. Meow. And let's push it back to neutral in tabletop. Push our hips back and send our arms forward to child's pose. Good job. Last time, and then we'll get into the poses. So on our hands and knees, push that belly down and tailbone up. Moo. Cow pose. Push our belly to the sky. Meow. Cat pose. Neutral. Tabletop pose. And push those hips back and send the arms forward for child's pose. Good work, everybody. Now, I don't know if you realize this, but each time we did that, we got a little faster. And that's exactly what we do with our sun salutation. So the first time we do the sun salutation, I'm going to say the pose, and I'm going to say a line of a little rhyme we have written that will help you remember the poses. The second time, we'll try and do it a little bit faster, and I won't say the name. And the third time will be our speed round. Are we ready? So our first pose is mountain, like I said. So mountain pose, we say, stand up tall, arms by my side. Can you repeat that? Good job. Our next pose is mountain with our arms up. And here we say, reach up high, look to the sky. Can you repeat me? Nice work. Our next pose is forward fold. We say, down to earth, hands hang low. Can you repeat that? From here, we do our flat back. And we say, heart stretch forward, inhale slow. And if you want to see me from the side, my back is flat. Nice work. Now we're going back into our tabletop that we were just in. You should be really good at this one. Hands down, knees down, table pose. Can you repeat that? Good job. Another one that we just did, child's pose. Just like we did before, stretch my hips back and repose. Can you say it? Our next pose is Cobra. We say, belly slides forward, heart lifts up. Can you repeat that? From here, we go to upward dog, and we say, straighten arms and pick thighs up. Repeat after me. Now we do downward dog, and we say, tail high, head drops, take up space. Repeat it. Our next pose is forward fold, and we say, feet walk forward, gentle grace. Your turn. And our last pose is a mountain. We say, steady mountain, relaxed face. And let's take a breath. Okay, you just learned a sun salutation. Now, the first time we did it, it was a little bit choppy because I was showing you the poses and we stopped a lot. So I want to do it again, and I'm going to say the pose, and then I'm going to say the rhyme, and I'm going to pause for you to say the rhyme back to me, okay? Let's try it. Mountain pose. We say, stand up tall, arms by my side. Mountain arms up, we say, reach up high, look to the sky. Forward fold, we say down to earth, hands hang low. Flat back, we say heart stretch forward, inhale slow. For table pose, we say hands down, knees down, table pose. For child's pose, we say stretch my hips back and repose. For cobra, we say belly slides forward, heart lifts up. For upward dog, we say straighten arms and pick thighs up. For downward dog, we say tail high, head drops, take up space. For forward fold, we say feet walk forward, gentle grace. And for mountain pose, we say steady mountain, relaxed face. That was awesome. We went a little bit faster that time, and I'm sure you all had a great time saying exactly what I said back to me. I'm sure you're getting really good at it now. Okay, now we're going to do it one more time, and this time will be the fastest yet. I'm not going to say the name of the pose before, so you really need to listen to the rhyme and follow my body so you know what poses to do. Ready? Let's go a little faster. Stand up tall, arms by my side. Reach up high, look to the sky. Down to earth, hands hang low. Heart stretch forward, inhale slow. Hands down, knees down, table pose. Stretch my hips back and repose. Belly slides forward, heart lifts up. Straighten arms and pick thighs up. Tail high, head drops, take up space. Feet walk forward, gentle grace. Steady mountain, relaxed face. And let's take a breath here, ready? Good work, friends. All right, you can take a seat for a minute. How does your body feel after doing all of those sun salutations? Are you warm? Or is your body still cold from when we started? Did you feel a difference from when we did it faster at the end compared to slower at the beginning? And did one of them feel better to you? Did you like going faster or did you like going slower? Thank you for answering. You can write them down or you can say it out loud. All right, now, I love games. And I love games that relate back to what we're learning. So what I'm going to do is play a game with you called Yogi Says. And it's just like Simon Says, and I'm the yogi. I'm Yogi who says. And what we're going to do is I'm going to say poses that we just learned today. In case you need help, I'll be using the cards to show you after I say the pose. I'm going to let you get into it first. No one gets out, so if you make a mistake, keep playing. We're going to play a few rounds, and then we're going to relax at the end. All right. Yogi says forward fold. Here's the pose in case you forgot. Yogi says downward dog. Here's downward dog. Tabletop. Did I trick anybody? You should still be in downward dog. If you aren't, it's no big deal. We're going to keep playing. Yogi says flat back. Here's flat back in case you forgot. Yogi says Cobra. Here's Cobra. Mountain. Did I trick you? Upward dog. Did I trick anyone else? Yogi says mountain pose. Here's mountain in case you forgot. Child's pose. Yogi says child's pose. Here's child's pose in case you need to see it. Forward fold. Did I trick you? Upward dog. Yogi says upward dog. Yogi says tabletop. Forward fold. Mountain. Yogi says mountain. All right. That round I helped you out because I showed you the cards while we did it. This time is going to be a little bit speedier and I'm not going to show you the cards. If you look behind me, you can see my poster. And if you remember parts of the rhyme, it'll help you. Let's play again. Ready? Yogi says child's pose. Yogi says upward facing dog. Mountain. Downward dog. Yogi says downward dog. Child's pose. Yogi says forward fold. Mountain pose. Cobra pose. Yogi says Cobra pose. Flat back. Mountain pose with your arms up. Am I tricking anybody? Yogi says mountain pose with your arms up. Forward fold. Tabletop. Wow, this group's really good. I can't trick anybody. Yogi says tabletop. Yogi says flat back. Mountain pose. Yogi says mountain pose. Forward fold. Downward dog. Yogi says forward fold. Yogi says mountain pose. Good job, boys and girls. So you just went through all of those poses a couple more times, and this time I didn't even help you. You're getting really good at the sun salutation. So the last thing I want to do is a relaxation, because after all of those sun salutations and games and warm-ups, I'm sure your bodies are getting tired. Do you feel more tired from when you started? I bet you do. This is why I asked you to bring a stuffy. You don't need one, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a song for you, and you're going to lay down. And if you have a stuffy on you, as you breathe in, you're going to feel your stuffy go to the sky. And as you breathe out, you're going to feel it go back down. If you don't have a stuffy, you can put your hands on your belly and feel exactly what you felt during belly breathing. So I invite you all to lay down, grab your stuffy if you want, and I'm going to play a song.
Let your eyes close. Let your body feel heavy. Let it go. Let it all go. Let your eyes close. Let your body feel heavy. Oh, let it go. Let it all go. And just breathe. Breathe. Just breathe. Just be. Just be. Just be. Let your eyes close. Let your body feel heavy. Let it go. Let it all go. Let your eyes close. Let your body feel heavy. Oh, let it go. Let it all go. Just breathe. Breathe. Just breathe. Just be. Just be. Just be. Just be, 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 just be. Just be, just be, just be, just be, just be, just be. just be, just be, just be.
And when you are ready, friends, you can start to sit up back in your easy seat how we started. And just to close, I want to bring my chime back out. And this time, I invite you to close your eyes, or if that's not comfortable for you, you can look down. And I'm going to ring my chime. And this time, when you don't hear anything, you're going to open your eyes or bring your gaze up. Okay? Let's try. Good work, boys and girls. You did such a great job today, and I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to every single one of you. You learned the sun salutations today. If you want to get the sun salutation cards so you can practice at home and see the explanation, you can go to flowandgrowkidsyoga.com and you can use my code AVA10, AVA10, to get 10% off. You all did such a great job, and I can't wait to see you again and practice some more yoga. Bye.